We have 4
Sorry.
minutes to do final thoughts. That means you have 30 seconds to get your final thought out and where people can follow you. Okay. We'll start with you, Aisha, 30 seconds, and then we'll go to Nomalenga, and then we'll go to Miss Black Hollywood. We'll come to me, and now we have 3 minutes. Ready, set, go.
You know what? When it comes to matters of life like this, we are going to have to make our own decisions based on how we were raised and what we face. But at the end of the day, don't allow social media to tell you what to do. Just because somebody had a rough life doesn't mean you're going to have a rough life, right? So it's all about perspective and also be open. Be open to what God has for you. And to be open is for you also to kind of quiet yourself and not allow all the distractions to take over. Where you can find me at the Black Business School, and also you can reach me at aishaverzi.com.
Oh, good job, Aisha. Good
And
job.
today we're doing a Rise segment at 12 o'clock.
All right, Nomalenga.
So the when I started the M3 program, it was marriage, motherhood, and money making, and that was actually supposed to be around balance. And I think Miss Hollywood, Miss Hollywood touched on that, and she was like, "Look, Mama needs this, and Mama needs that," and that is actually very true. And there's this misconception that if you're going to dedicate yourself to marriage and motherhood, that then you just kind of disappear. And I actually have been thinking about changing my program to M4. And the fourth M is me. Because you do have to develop yourself, you do have to grow yourself, you do evolve, you do have to have time for yourself, you do have to have a vacation. None of the other three things can actually really work properly. You're not going to be a good mother, you're not going to be a good wife, and you're certainly not going to be able to build wealth, which is the money making element, if you're depleted, sick, bitchy, angry, because you will if you don't take time for yourself. So I just think it's very important to always say that that's very important. It's actually very true. And that's what actually women are afraid of. They're afraid of losing themselves, but you actually don't have to. It's a balance. So that's the most important thing, is that balance it all. Where you can find me, I'm also at the Black Business School. I have 2 courses. One is for homeschooling, and one is how to emancipate yourself from the workplace and build the life that you want. I also would like you to please support us at Pads for Our Girls. We supply sanitary pads to girls who experience period poverty. Padsforourgirls.com. Even the smallest amount counts.
Thank you so much, Nomalenga. Miss Black Hollywood.
I'm just going to say this. I think that with everything in life, my dear friend, Dr. Lene has taught me there has to be strategy. So I think when you are planning to become a mother, and I know you can't really plan every part of this process, as we all know, being mothers, and you can't really plan that. But if you can at least like start having those conversations early about like including and incorporating, what does losing myself look like? What does that look like? What do I feel like I'll lose if I join with you and have these children? Like, there's some things that I'm going to need, and just advocate for yourself in that way. My name is Tiara Williams. I'm also known as Miss Black Hollywood. Listen, today we are having a Rise conversation featuring Aisha Verzi and Jermaine Fletcher. We are talking about how annuities can change your life. And so I can't wait to have this. We can't wait to have this conversation. I mean, I'm not going to be on, but definitely Aisha is having the conversation, and Jermaine, it's going to be amazing. I will put the link in the chat.
Awesome sauce. All right, coolio. All right. And so my final thought is really just, man, Black love is amazing, right? At the end of the day, I wish every Black man had a beautiful Black woman. I wish that kings and queens could come together and families could be built, and we could do things the right way, right? We can find somebody and get eye contact with them, and both families get along well, and we have strong villages that support these families, and we raise kids, and we in a perfect world, that's what it is, right?